Good morning. Happy Moon Monday. So, how y'all doing today? I'm getting ready to head out to go to work. Happy that my schedule is back on track. Happy that it's not freezing out. Happy that everything is good so far, except for we don't have any sun today. And I do have my ring light on. My name is Susie. I'm 63 and a half years old. My channel is Light Fragments Oracle, and I just want to be on YouTube to share various things, chit chat about what it's like to be a mature woman that isn't ready to give up yet. And just because you are growing older doesn't mean you can't enjoy makeup, doesn't mean you can't try new things, doesn't mean that you can't possibly, at the phase you're in your life, do something different that you always wanted to do. Take a painting class, take a piano class, take a violin class. These are all things. I love woodworking, and I would love to take a woodworking class. I've got so many things that I would love to do in my life. And sometimes I feel like time is limited. Do you ever feel like that? But how it's supposed to happen is how it's supposed to happen. So for today's video, I wanted to show you guys, well, before I go and put my hair back, let's take a sip of coffee. We've got the wise old owl today. Full moon today is in Leo. I'm a Leo, and I couldn't figure out, because I really haven't been paying attention. Typically, I follow the moon cycles, but I haven't been paying attention except for I can see in the sky at night. And I'm like, ooh, we're getting on to a full moon. Well, Saturday, I had a low-grade headache. And it could have been my sinuses. It could be because the air is so dry. It could be because I need to get a humidifier in my house. What was I saying? So I wasn't really paying attention to the full moon, just that it's in the sky. And then Saturday, I noticed that I noticed on Friday night, I didn't sleep very well. And then on Saturday, I had a low-grade headache. And this always happens. It's been happening since I was a teenager. And probably before that, but I was too young to really understand what was going on. Prior to any full moon, my body responds. And sometimes I just get this influx of energy that I just can't control. I just like go, 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 go. Well, Saturday wasn't that way. I just kind of felt, in a low-grade headache. And I'm looking at what did I eat? What could have caused this? And then last night, the moon always shines in my window on my side of the bed. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's the problem. And I did finally go to sleep, but I was a little slow at it, whereas typically I go to bed and boom, I'm asleep. So, they say that there are skeptics that say that the moon doesn't affect our bodies, it doesn't affect our psyche, I beg to differ. Okay, I beg to differ. I think that if the moon can pull the ocean tides, and our body is 80% water or more, it can pull whatever is inside our body. And then what happens is I usually have a day of excitement. Like, be it maybe today or maybe tomorrow, but I'm a Leo, And it is going to affect me a little bit differently because the moon is in Leo. So that's always exciting when it's in your astrological sign, because it's a good time to pay attention to what you're doing. Okay, let's get off of that. I could go on and on and on and on about all of that. Couple things I wanted to show you. Well, firstly, I want to let Crystal Phillips know your package is going out today. So congratulations, Crystal Phillips. Yay! Yay! She won the giveaway. Couple things about giveaways. I love to do giveaways. I love doing it. And I don't give tons and tons of things. You might not need tons and tons of things, but I like to do little giveaways. But the problem is, it takes a lot of time. I have to keep going back. Okay, who commented? I have to keep track of all the names. And I don't do this full time. So I won't be giving loads of giveaways. And as my channel grows, that could be different. But if I did this full time, well, that's another story. So subscribe to my channel, like it, comment, because I love people engaging, and click the notification bell to get all the future uploads. And just join the Light Fragments Oracle family, because I love having you here. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, on to the next thing, which this is part of my decluttering videos. And we're going through foundations. I already did the liquid foundations the other day. And now we're going to do, I find that if I use a bobby pin, it works way better than a clip on my hair when I go to take my hair down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use, you and me together. If I could do it on you, I would, through the internet, through cyberspace. We're going to go through all of the powder foundations that I have acquired, except for one. Well, no, wait a minute. I acquired this one 3 years ago, and I've barely used it, and I'll let you know why. But I'm going to include it in this video. But all of these I have acquired within the last year to 2 years. And some of these powder foundations, they don't go bad. So we've got, let me go back to the first ones that I purchased. My glasses on for yous. Okay. So this is the first one that I purchased. And I found it on eBay because it was my absolute 100% favorite powder foundation that they discontinued. Avon. My mother-in-law used to sell Avon, and every Christmas she would gift me something from Avon. Well, she knew that I loved to wear foundation, and one year she gifted me the Mark powder foundation from Avon. And every single time I used it, I got compliments on my skin. Every single time. I can't say that I get that with these other powder foundations. And I used it down so there was just a thin ring. And I said, okay, I'm going to go out looking to see if I can find it, because I found out from an Avon distributor that it's been discontinued for many, many years. And so I found one, not the right color, on eBay. So this one is in medium. She must have sent me the light, but I didn't have the packaging. I got rid of the packaging. Light worked on my medium skin. This is too dark. Okay, this is not medium. This is tan. Look at this color. This is tan. Look at that. So either they sent me the wrong color or I click this by mistake. So what I do is I wear this in the summertime when I get a tan. But it is the nicest powder. So that's the first one I wanted to share. But it's not current, okay? It's not a current color. I'm going to take it off with my face makeup white. Look at how dark it is. All right? But it is lovely. So now we're going to move on. I wanted to share that one with you. I never got rid of it because I can wear this. If I use a light brush, I can wear this in the summer when I get a tan. The next one that I purchased because I watched so many videos, infomercials, whatever, on the Laura Geller New York Double Take Baked Versatile Powder Foundation, and this is in medium. So let me show you the difference. Okay? Let's look at the difference in color here. See the difference? This works for me because I do have a medium skin tone. I just don't have that's tan over there. All right. So I'm going to take these just like I did with the liquid foundations, and I'm going to put these on my skin with my finger. So this one is the Laura Geller that I just mentioned. Really, really, really pretty. Particularly if you use the Laura Geller Spackle Primer. Just around your pore areas and some of your fine lines. Really nice. I didn't like this when I first got it. I played with it and I figured out a way how to use it. So it's always good to revisit. It's always good to revisit. It might be user error. So don't toss your stuff out right away like I have done. Okay, so the next one is also, I think after that I decided, I really want to try more powder foundations, and this L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear went viral. And I watched bunches of videos on this, and I thought, okay, it's a full matte coverage, it's waterproof, and gosh, I don't have my color. Oh yeah, 130 True Beige. They write it so dang small. For us mature women. So I'm going to put this right next to the Laura Geller. So, to be clear, the Laura Geller went on really easily with my finger. This, can you see how it's not uniform? You kind of have to go back. This is really too light for me. But I can make it work. But it showed every single wrinkle on my face. Like if you're a young person, great. But this showed every single wrinkle on my face. Whereas this one tended to not do that, the Laura Geller. Which brings me to my next powder foundation. I purchased another Laura Geller because I liked hers so much. the Baked, Balance, and Brighten, and I thought that I needed to get the light because I was going to use it kind of as a highlight over my liquid foundation. But it's too light for me. Well, let me see. Okay, this is baked. This is baked. You can't really get it on your... Well, I got some on my finger. Take this brush, and I'm going to smudge it in because it's a cake. And I'm going to put it right here. Now, this is the light. See the difference between her light Baked, Balance, and Brighten and her regular that came out first? But I can still get away with this. But I decided that I wanted to get the medium in the same product. So I went back right away and I got the medium. This is medium. I don't get it. The medium looks lighter than the light. Let me try it over here. All right, up against this, it looks like medium. Maybe it's the lighting, guys. Gals. Let me try it again with my finger on the other side right here. There's not much difference. Really, there's not much difference. So I use both of them, and I really, really, really like them. The next one that I wanted to try was the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I had such good luck with this. This reminds me of the Mark. This reminds me of the Mark that I loved. So let me find another spot. Where? Okay. I'm going to go across the top with the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Can you see it? I've got my ring light on. Hopefully you can see. I really love this foundation. I love it. I love how it looks on my skin. I love how it feels on my skin. And if I use a setting spray, it lasts. I love it. Really. I don't care for this. I don't care for this. I'm going to declutter this. Sadly, but I don't care for the way that it looks on my skin. And then the next one that I purchased, because MAC sent me a sample when I bought my eyeshadow from them. My eyeshadow quad that I picked all the colors out and made. Okay, so this is the NC25. I've done a video on it. It's the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. And NC25 is like a light to medium, I believe. So I'm going to put this just below the, well, I'm going to use my finger first. You can't see it if I do that. Let me do it on my chin. Okay, I'm using a brush and I'm really packing it on. It's a perfect match. It's a perfect match. Actually, I think this might be a medium neutral. I want you guys to see it. I'm rubbing it in, but I would use a brush. See how beautiful that looks? I think MAC has great products. And I think MAC has been thrown under the bus because of all these other prominent brands. And you're going to make a comeback, MAC. Come back, MAC. Make a new plan, Stan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Come on back, MAC. Love it. Love it. Don't need to order anything off of eBay when I can go to MAC Cosmetics and get the foundation that I loved from 10 years ago. And then the last one that I purchased is the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Hybrid Powder Foundation. And this is in, I believe it's 128, if my memory serves me correctly. So I did a video on this. Yes, I have mature skin. And no, I don't care if people say you're not supposed to use powder foundation. I love it. I love the way it looks. So where can I go? Right here. Yeah, let's go right here. Another really good match to my skin. Now, if I want to go warm and have a hint of warmth, I will use that one. This is the L'Oreal. It's too light for me. This one or this one. That's a perfect match. And I really, really liked it. I really liked it. Now, I don't know if it was worth what I paid for a powder foundation, but drugstore, let's put it over here. I don't have any primer on my skin, but if you put on a primer, it will. And if you use like this sponge, which I used, which doesn't bother me. Let me see. Let's cover that up. Doesn't look too bad. So those are all my powder foundations, and the only one that I'm decluttering is the L'Oreal. Just because it really makes me look 10 years older when I put it on my skin. Powder foundation should have light reflection. There should be light reflection when you get older, for older women. Okay, because if you don't have that light reflection, you're going to look, the powder is going to make you look older. Unless you put it on very lightly, unless you use a primer. Like sometimes I use my my face cream as my primer. Sometimes I use a primer. I'm not big on primers. I only have a few. The Neutrogena Hydra Boost, I've mentioned several times now. Really love this serum primer. I really love it. And I'm not big on serums either. But I do use one serum under my moisturizer. One. And then I also have a hyaluronic acid serum that I use. But I don't go hog wild with serums because I don't want an allergic reaction. Which brings me to my next topic. And even though I'm not let me apply some foundation. Let me go with the Super Stay, since that's the last one I had out. And I'm going to use my Laura Geller Kabuki brush. And I'm just going to put this on, and then we're going to call it a day because I've got to head out. There are some videos going viral on TikTok that I feel impressed. Now, I don't usually go to people's TikToks, and I don't usually, comment unless it's something positive or I want to share, or yeah, because of you, I went out and bought that, whatever. Robert Welsh, not Walsh, Welsh, taught me this in a video the other day. If I don't want to get foundation in my hair, put your hand right here, and then go up against your hand, and then wash your hand. You can do this with cream foundation. You can do this with powder foundation. I am going to go over my eyes because I'm not wearing any makeup today. I've got to go to work, and I'm not going to be home until tonight. All right, so that works, Robert. Thank you so much for the tip. I love him. I love watching him. I have foundation right here because I just did that. All right. It's hard to do, but you can put your hand, just take your hand, go to the opposite side, and just go right up next to the side of where your hair is. That's a great tip. That is an awesome, awesome tip. Hey, if I ever go over to the UK, I'm going to say, hey, have me come to your studio, Robert, and do a mature woman makeup. Do it on me. I don't care. You can get as crazy as you want. Anyway, so what was I saying? Okay, so on the TikTok, coming back to center. So the TikTok video, it's going viral, and I don't get it. I don't get it. As a matter of fact, it has me extremely concerned, and I think TikTok should take it off. Because I watched a girl put the viral video up here, and then I watched her do it with the after she put the video up, with the filters and everything that you can do. And I was like, this is not good. This is bad. In this video, the originator took two foundations. The second was the new Kosas foundation. This is what goes on. And she took her foundation that she wanted to use and pumped it 7 times. And then she took the other foundation the Kosas foundation, and she pumped that 7 times, and then she mixed it, and then she smeared this foundation all over her face. So now all these young girls are doing this, and this one girl was like, oh my God, it's going in my eyes. Oh my God, it's going in my eyes. Oh my God, it's dripping in my mouth. And let me catch my breath here, because when I watched it, I held my breath. We have membranes in our eyes. We have membranes. We have little tiny tear ducts on the insides of our eyes. If there is an allergic reaction, when foundation or anything like that gets in your eye, it can go down. Right? You can pull your lid. It can go down inside these membranes, and it can cause some severe issues. Good luck I think that that's dangerous. They're young. They don't understand how important their eyes are until they get older and they have to start wearing glasses and they realize they can't see without them, or they've got to wear contacts. Don't mess with the eyes. And I really think that TikTok should take it down. That's my personal opinion. All these young kids, you don't know if they're going to end up with infections in their eyes. And it could be that it's a brand new bottle. 2 brand new bottles of foundation. It could be. But they don't know if they're going to have an allergic reaction or get a sty inside their eye, not just on the outside, but in the eye itself. They don't know. It's scary what's going on, and some of this stuff needs to stop. Okay, my friends, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera, which is just going to be lipstick and blush, because I have to go. And I'm sorry if I'm being opinionated, but I don't want to see these young people have severe problems with their eyes, because some TikToker who I think might even be famous, hello, why, is doing something so ridiculous. Like I tried that one where you put foundation in water and you swirl it. It's supposed to do, it didn't do anything. I mean, the foundation had oil. Of course the water is going to reject the oil. I mean, it's just nut stuff. It's nutty stuff that people are doing for these clicks, and pay them no mind. Okay, pay it no mind. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, guys? Have a wonderful day. Be well, be blessed, and I'll see you in my next video.